Peace, 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 peace. What's going on, everybody? Abundance, prosperity, positivity, positive transformation. Let's throw some positive affirmations in the air. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing under these Scorpio lights? Actor Stella Mays, what's going on, Stella? Wagwan, babes. Wisdu MB, Jupiter Sarcher, the fuck ever. Chrissy B 444, Janelle Nels. I told y'all if I ever mess any names up, y'all make sure y'all DM me and let me know. Yeah, don't just because I got the specs on don't mean I can't pronounce certain things here. Moonchild T, Jimmy the Fish. What's going on, family? What's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all? Golden Confucius is in the building. Keely, Mahogany, Trey. All right, what's going on, everybody? We in here. We in the building. D. All right. Day Renee. Shout out to all my Scorpios. Happy solar return to all my Scorpios, man. Hope y'all been enjoying your season. I hope y'all been doing well with being the example of the energies we should be in an alignment right now. So y'all know when it's your season, when we in your sun season, when we're in your solar return season, boy, you getting your weight up. Yeah, I know, man. My face getting a little chubby, man. When it's fall time, man, you gotta regulate your diet. When that sun go into hibernating, and then we get into this fall season, Libra season, Scorpio season, Sagittarius season, it's easy to just be cooped up in the crib. Got your little snacks. You got your TV shows that's coming on. BMF, Grey's Anatomy, Power. I think Power coming back this week. So it's fall season, man. You got to make sure you're on top of your regimen around this time of the year because, it's real active when the sun is back, when the sun is in its strongest space, when it's spring season, Aries season, summertime. It's easy to be active. It's easy to be in and out the house. It's easy to be moving around. It's easy to sweat. You ain't got to be on top of your regimen. It just be hot as hell. You just be sweating in the crib like, damn. Got the AC on full blast and I'm still sweating this motherfucker. All right? So, it's just the cycles and phases that this solar system goes through from a micro to a macro level. It's crazy when we start to just see how, just because we're in a certain season, just because the world's going through a certain phase right now, how it just affects our characteristics. It starts affecting our schedule in from minor to macro ways. All right. So all I want to do today, guys, I just want to go over important transits for the week. Hover over this lunar eclipse. It's a full moon week. On top of a full moon week, it's a lunar eclipse. So lunar solar eclipses, they're always way more intense, and we're going to break down why. So I'm really not going to keep y'all guys for long. I got my notes. I just want to get into this. I haven't been on for a little bit, so I just want to connect with y'all. All right, we build some energy, some momentum with the community going into the week. All right, guys. Chris said, you blush. All right, guys. Yes. I miss all of y'all, man. All right. We in the building. Marty. All right. So look, guys. It's Scorpio season, guys. Let's get to the meats and potatoes of everything. All right. We're not gonna front. It's Scorpio season, guys. When we look at the Scorpio constellation, the rulers are Mars and Pluto. Now, we know, I was breaking down influences of the Scorpio constellation going into this season, and I didn't emphasize enough about Pluto. And when we look at the energy of Pluto, Pluto rules the underworld. Pluto rules the underworld. This man... Yo, y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta chill tonight. Know what you're talking about. That man got that happy weight. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gonna motivate me to hit some extra to run some extra miles, hit some extra crunches this week or whatnot. You feel me? We got Cheryl's in the building. Shout out to the guru. Cheryl's in the building. Big Libra gang in the building, man. But like I said, I don't want to keep y'all for long, but we get straight to the point. When we look at Scorpio season, guys, when we get to the meats and potatoes of the Scorpio constellation, Scorpio rules toxins. Scorpio rules the underworld. Scorpio rules the dark, what you can't see, the mud, the trenches, all of that shit. The root of an issue, the root of a foundation of something, the core of something, So this is not to say people with a lot of Scorpio energy, sun, moon, risings, Mars, and Scorpios. This is not to say that Scorpios are shady people. They're dark people. Is that constellation, if you have influences of that constellation in your natal chart, parts of you are going to be naturally comfortable dealing with the dark, dealing with the subconscious, dealing with transformation, dealing with pain, dealing with hurt. All right. A lot of Scorpios become emotional dependents for other people that are dealing with turmoil or trauma, transformation in their lives. Because to a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, to a Scorpio, Mars and Scorpio, this is like, motherfucker, I've been experiencing all of that. Like, Scorpios be looking at the rest of the world like, y'all think shit be peachy and sweet all the time. That's the problem. Y'all don't know how to acknowledge your dark side. Y'all don't know how to acknowledge the subconscious. Y'all don't know how to acknowledge your temptations and desires. All right? So, the sun is 21 degrees Scorpio right now. We got 9 more degrees to go. So everybody in this chat, including myself, has been undergoing some form of transformation this season. In one way or another. Either you moved, either your relationship transformed, something important in your family, in your household transformed, how you feel about your partner transformed, how you feel about your social circle transformed, how you feel about your goddamn self transformed. Maybe you feel like you should be way farther than where you at with your current life circumstances, with your personal aspirations, personal goals. Right now, a lot of us is looking at Scorpio season to make you pause and really look at what you've been doing the whole year. Because we're in Mars and Pluto energy right now. Mars is goal-oriented. Mars and Pluto want to accomplish it. They want to get shit done. Look at all the signs that have Mars influences. Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn. These signs don't be giving a fuck about a whole lot of things besides the things they want to individually accomplish. A lot of y'all have Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, partners, friends, children, co-workers, and sometimes y'all be looking at them like, damn, it don't matter what coming your way, you just gonna conquer some shit. It don't matter who feels what about what's going on. It don't matter who connected to you feels a certain way about things you're doing individually. You gonna move how you want to move individually. All right? So this season is naturally going to put you in an energy where you're evaluating what needs to be transformed, what needs to be changed, what needs to be changed. We're approaching a full moon. When we look at, every time we approach a full moon, we're dealing with transformation. We're dealing with change because the full moon is going to influence what people, places, and things you connected to. What mentalities do you have? Ways of thinking that you think about yourself, your relationship, life, family, whatever, your goals that are negative that we need to get out your space. All right? That we need to go ahead and recycle. So that's natural full moon energy. So now we in a full moon week in Scorpio season that's already dealing with transformation. It's already dealing with that shit. All right? So a lot of people, especially if you are maybe not so much the Scorpio suns, but if you're a Scorpio rising, Mars in Scorpio, Pluto in Scorpio generation, and water signs to an extent, or people with heavy water sign placements, you probably been in a cocoon. You've probably been in a cocoon this season. Been doing your own thing in your cave, in your solitude, trying to connect to your own internal energies, probably a little bit detached right now because you probably trying to filter all these different ideas and thoughts and energies and reflecting on your past experiences to understand, okay, it's Scorpio season. One, it's water. I'm feeling intensely right now. It's Mars. I'm hella passionate about certain things right now and slightly impatient. But what needs to be changed? What needs to be rearranged? What things am I looking at negatively do I need to raise up into a positive light? Once again, Scorpio is the phoenix. Scorpios are really phoenixes. That's really what they are. All right? It's just that they go through the transformation of rising through the ashes. So all Scorpios, this is why Scorpios manifest into being emotional dependence for others, because a lot of the time they're the example of how to go through something that's fucked up, something that's, turbulent or whatnot, or didn't go in your favor, and understanding how to eat that shit. Once again, Mars is durable. Mars can take hits. Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, they can take hits. All right, they could take hits certain signs that other certain signs may have to take a minute, may have to take a little minute to reset and think about life before they go out and do some shit again. Capricorn, Scorpios, Aries, very durable individuals, especially if you have Mars in any of those signs. So you don't even have to be a Sun, Moon, Rising, Cap, Aries, Scorpio. If you just have Mars in Aries, Scorpio, or Capricorn, very durable. I like to say Mars and Aries, they all strong. I don't even know how to rank them for real. Because Aries is already tough as hell. Tough skin. Y'all heads is tough as hell. Y'all be having scars on y'all heads. Aries rises. All y'all done probably got dropped on y'all head when y'all was babies and just didn't even cry. Just woke up like, what's up? Where the bottle at? Damn, this shit a little swollen. Where my bottle at? Okay, what time is going to sleep tonight? Is nap time yet? Is it snack time yet? Like, boy, you 7 months old. Your mom just dropped you on your head in the staircase. You didn't even cry. Aries rises is tough like that. The Mars signs is tough like that. Headstrong, ahead of their class, strong-minded. Everything with head, they got it. Strong-headed, ahead of their class, they ahead of time. All of that. But on a serious note, that Mars-Pluto energy is dealing with accomplishing things. So Scorpio season is good for getting into an emotional reset to put yourself in a position to accomplish what the fuck you need to accomplish. So for everybody out there that feel like they in a cocoon, for everybody out there that feel like they should have manifested and accomplished way more this year up until this point, listen, don't let them energies overwhelm you. You just dealing with some intense. Scorpio season is an intense season. It's a very intense season, especially when it comes to certain things you've been sacrificing, certain things you've been trying to detach from for the betterment of yourself. It's like these things start to challenge you some more during Scorpio season, because we in the underworld right now. To be frank, to be blunt, like we around demons right now. Everybody in this chat, whether it's an ex bad habit you had, a past bad habit you had, a negative way of thinking you used to cling on to, but you kind of transformed it, detached to it, it's probably a little bit easier to start, connecting to them negative ways of thinking right now. So, Scorpio energy deals with, Scorpio energy is pessimistic. It's negative by default. Now, you've been taught in school, when you just hear the words positive and negative, you've been taught to think that negative energy can't be used for something positive. All right? So, somebody could see me slap the shit out of somebody in the streets, and I look negative, not knowing this motherfucker just robbed the store. This motherfucker just robbed the old lady. I had to smack the shit out of him. I had to beat his ass real quick to get the money back for you feel me? For old girl, for the lady, for the store. So it is what it is. So when you look at the mindset of a Scorpio, once again, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rises, Mars in Scorpios, Mercury in Scorpios, that's how they think about things a lot of the time. They go into a situation, especially relationships. You could throw Venus in Scorpio for this, especially relationships. They will go into the relationship thinking of every motherfucking negative outcome possibility thing, every negative thing, secret that this person might be hiding from them, that everything about this person's relationship history that they're not telling right now. Scorpios they're trying to scan, observe, and pick up on all of that before they get into something committed, because they're long-term individuals. Pluto has the energy influence of dealing with long-term energy. If you look at the house you have Pluto in there, all of us have certain goals in that house that there's no quitting, or there's going to be no period where we don't feel like doing that no more. We just may transform how we want to accomplish that. But the house you got Pluto in, you trying to accomplish certain things in that house, and you endure a lot of transformation trying to accomplish that. Scorpios are an example of how to endure transformation trying to get to a goal. All right. Certain signs naturally understand that time is needed when it comes to accomplishing certain things or dealing with certain aspirations. And Scorpios are one of the signs that understand by default, if you're planning to accomplish something big, just know, let's say your accomplishment is on day 25 or stage 25. You ain't gonna be the same person stage 1 by the time you get to stage 5. You're not gonna be the same person, because your experiences, your trials, your challenges, all these things mold you. All these things, turn you into, they develop your character. Scorpios know this shit. They may not verbally convey it like me, but spiritually, subconsciously, they understand this. Now they need to learn how to do this with their relationships some more. Because a lot of Scorpios can block opportunities in their relationships because they don't want to. Sometimes, it's fixed water. So sometimes, by default, they're always transforming their emotions to be emotionally stable for a situation, whether it's a new job, a new neighborhood they're moving into. They always trying to make sure they're in their right individual emotional space, so nobody fucks with that. But when it gets into relationships, sometimes for Scorpios, depending on their history, a lot of time exes can fuck things up for Scorpio. We all are going to go through relationship experiences. Many of us going to get cheated on. Many of us going to get our fucking heart broke. Many of us going to go through some, going to experience hidden agendas, secrets, manipulation in relationships. It's life. It's life. And, certain things is going to happen in your life, and certain things is not going to happen for you. Some people are going to get married, some people are not. Some people are going to have kids, some people not. Some people going to find true love and die with their partner, some people not. It's fucking life. Oh, fucking well. It happens. You here to take every day with a grain of salt, you feel me? Show gratitude and create and learn as much as possible. You do that, you be all right. You going to be good in this experience. But when we looking at that whole energy dealing with, when we looking at the transformation of dealing with relationships and whatnot, sometimes Scorpios, they cling on to the past, or their past a little too much. Now the new person that's dating this Scorpio Sun Moon Rising, they like, God damn, the fuck did this last nigga do to you? I can't even, I don't even know what to do with this Scorpio chick. I don't know what to do with her. I don't know where to take her for a date. I don't know what type of joke. She ain't laughing at none of my jokes. My last Gemini chick, my last Cancer chick was laughing at all this shit. I done made this joke 3 times this week. I made this joke at work on Monday. Everybody was laughing at that shit. I made the joke on Tuesday in my crib. My kids was laughing at it. I made the same joke on Thursday. The homies was dying. Now I take Shorty out Saturday night. I crack the joke and she like. Anyways. So it's like sometimes Scorpios, y'all be letting, and I'm a Libra Scorpio myself, with Scorpio stellium, so I'm talking about V2. Sometimes it's easy for us to allow our past relationship experiences to dictate a little too much in our present circumstances or opportunities to connect with others, and then it gets to the point where we start being like, oh well, so if I don't connect with this person, I don't connect with them, so what? I don't care. I'm still gonna do me. I'm still being an individual. I get to be in my own space. I get to go to sleep at night knowing that nobody's child is cheating on me. I go to sleep. I swear this is how Scorpios think. I swear to God. They thinking in their head, I get to go to sleep peaceful at night, because my whole life is dealing with transformations and being an example to everybody of how to eat these shits, eat turmoil in life and grow through it. So shit, if I don't connect with this person, if me and my crush don't get together, then maybe I just might have dodged some situations that I didn't necessarily want to deal with anyways. Scorpios, you got to be careful of that. You got to be careful of that, Scorpio. We all go through shit in relationships. We all do. A lot of motherfuckers, like, listen, I believe in God. I believe in the universe. So, you know, what goes around comes around. Whatever people do in their relationships, whether they toxic, they demons in their relationships, they gonna they gonna taste their own medicine sooner or later. Sooner or later. And we all human beings crave affection. We crave connecting. It is what it is. You could just see look at jail. Look at the penitentiary. You could have an inmate that's scared for his life to being in general population, and he wants to go to the box. But once you in that box a little too long, you're like, all right, fuck it. I don't care. Them niggas stab me, shoot me when I get out. Let me the fuck out of here. I need to see people. I need to connect with motherfuckers. I need to be able to see people talking at lunchtime. You know, you feel me? I need to be able to have a conversation with my motherfucking cellmate at nighttime. You feel me? So it's already a natural desire for humans to crave affection and want to connect. So that's just a little love gem for my Scorpios out there. Y'all got to be careful with that. That applies for my Scorpio Sun Moon risings, my Mars and Scorpios. A big emphasis on my Venus and Scorpios. Big emphasis on my Venus in the 8th houses. So Scorpios are naturally going to have that influence. Venus in Scorpio, Venus in the 8th house. Y'all will stay in the cave and not want to deal with love at all. You feel me? So just be careful how you block your own opportunities. Just because you went through something in your past experience, that doesn't mean that has to be something that, you know, continues to reoccur. Take the gem from that, you feel me? And then just watch out for the red flags when you get into new situations. Okay? Watch out for them goddamn red flags. But then again, Scorpios are smart too, because they know if they I'm just spilling the beans on Scorpio. Scorpios know that if they're more hesitant, reserved when connecting with somebody that wants to, you know, that's interested in them, they know it's like, all right, the more I don't give up so much, that's just gonna show me how much effort this person really wants, how much effort they really willing to invest to fuck with me. So at the same time, Scorpios put you in a position when you're dating them, you can't really bullshit them like that. You know? You got the most playerist player in the world try to come, you know, spit their game, do their thing with a Scorpio chick and whatnot. And that's going to be the first time his shit not hitting like that. His shit not reflecting. He working a little harder. He building a little more sweat. He trying to act out the joke more, trying to be more theatrical and shit. It's like, look at you doing the most because you ain't getting that response. Scorpio also has a debilitation of the moon. The moon don't like to be in Scorpio. So the moon deal with responding. So that's why Scorpio sometimes they just don't respond to your shit. Like they'll give you the straight face. Y'all never realize that about Scorpios? Y'all never realize that about Scorpio Sun Moon risings? Like you really could just crack a joke, say some shit, and they not gonna respond to you. But trust me, they heard you. They got my brother 6'10" Aquarius in the building. I can't even shout everybody out. Everybody in the building right now. I can't even got my brother in the building. Everybody's in the building right now, man. So shout out to you, Scorpio Sun Moon risings. You be giving the most intriguing news in the world. That shit do not budge them. It will not budge them. You feel me? So yeah, guys, I just wanted to give y'all that little rundown on, you know, going a little bit more in depth on Scorpio energy, just to give more clarity onto why you may be experiencing certain things, your own emotions is feeling funny nowadays. You don't even know how to feel about shit. You feel me? Your feelings may be changing a lot during this season about certain things. All right, because it's water, so you're gonna be a bit more clairvoyant, a bit more intuitive by default. Everybody, but it's Mars. Mars wants to go. Mars wants to punch. Mars wants to make contact. You know, Mars wants to move. Mars don't really know how to stay still. So now you throw all of that in a pot. Our emotions, our goals, our ambitions is a little bit like, okay, I need to get in one place. I can't be connecting to too much people, places, and things because I need to feel my shit out. This is why Scorpios don't like connecting to so much people, places, and things. You're feeling the influences now. You're feeling the influence. So this is Scorpio all day, every day. It's like I feel too much energies. So I can't be connecting to so much people, places, and things all the time. I can't be jumping on what the fuck the world is doing all the time. Even if I like somebody, I barely want to jump on what they want to do. Like, I want to move how I want to move. Because I deserve that. I already deal with so much. Like, so Scorpios could develop that mentality. So everybody, if you, especially my fixed sign, I know my fixed sign's probably going through it right now. All right? Fixed signs, y'all got to hold it down. Just got to stay strong. We got 9 more days. Then the heat going to be on the mutable signs. All right? So y'all got to just hold it down right now. Y'all got to hold it down. All right? So shout out to all my Leos, man. Shout out to all my goddamn Aquarius. Shout out to all my Tauruses. Tauruses is probably going through it right now. So I just need y'all to stay strong. Take this full moon week to reset. This is the beauty, the gift of full moon, new moon weeks. You get to dive into a subconscious reset. All right? And universe is providing opportunity and space for you to do so. So, but we know when there's a full moon week, emotion is up here. So we got to be real conscious about our interactions. We got to be real conscious about how we carry our energy and project. We could talk about all of this on a live, and it could be so easy for you to go to work tomorrow and project some energy on one of your coworkers that really fuck with you. All right, because you're going through some shit. And now you got to apologize to them on Wednesday, Thursday, or some shit or whatnot. You feel me? So y'all got to be conscious of that. Like, we're all humans. You could be into astrology, you spiritual, all of that. Motherfucker, you make mistakes too. You make mistakes too. I don't care if you know your sun, moon rises, your north node, where the moon transit in your you make mistakes too. All right? But that's where the wisdom is. Acknowledging that you don't know shit. Acknowledging that you have a potential for shortcomings, for things not to go the way you want it to go. Once again, that's life. All right? So let's just get into some quick influences real quick of what's going on this week. All right? I just want to... Time is at 7:40. All right, I told you I didn't want to be on here too long. So transits for the week of November 14th to the 21st. All right, today the moon moved into Aries. All right, moon moved into Aries earlier today. So right now the moon is what? Wait, hold on. Okay, so the moon is 4-degree Aries. Yeah, so it moved into Aries earlier today. We're one moon sign away from a Taurus transit. So right now, cardinal signs, y'all on the hot seat right now to start the week. Y'all on the hot seat right now to start the week. Libras, Cancers, Capricorns. Y'all have to react to life with more Aries energy right now. Okay? So that you reacting with more Aries energy right now puts you into alignment to start the week. So we know Aries is individual, single motherfucking minded, ambitious, courageous, all right, durable, all right, motivated. So you have to start this week assertive, Libra. Can't be just your thoughts all over the place. You just texting, phone conversations everywhere. You ain't got your to-do list, your goals for the week. You don't know what the fuck you doing. Get more assertive. Get more pinpointed, Libra. All right? Stop letting your relationships dictate everything that goes on in your day. Okay? Capricorn. All right? You have to learn to put some more goddamn pep in your step right now to start the week. Okay? So your natural ability to organize and structure and put things in order and know what needs to come out the blueprint and what tool to use for that job on the blueprint, that's your gift. That's what you naturally know how to do. But you got to put some fire into your shit to start the week. All right? Got to be way more assertive. Not being lackadaisical with seeing how to organize things or having other people do things for you. You initiate things right now, Capricorn. Now, you're cardinal. So all the cardinal signs, Libras, Capricorns, Cancers, y'all going to start. Y'all know how to initiate. Okay? But Capricorns, you that's that earth energy. So sometimes you be a little too cool for school. I love my earth signs. But some of y'all be too cool for school for me sometimes. And I'm a whole earth, moon, and rising. But sometimes I just be around you Taurus, Virgos, Capricorn. I be like, yo. Damn, how much planning do we got to do? Like, I know I'm a little unorganized. I know I be a little bit all over the place. But can we go? Can we move? We're going to be late. We got everything. Yes, everything's in the car. Yes, Virgo. I put gas in the car yesterday, Virgo. Yes, I got the GPS, Capricorn. Yes, we could stop for some snacks on the motherfucking before we get to New Jersey. There's gonna be we gonna hit a gas station on the highway, Taurus. Stop, get something to eat. Always be moving a little too slow right now. So Capricorns, I need y'all to move with some pep in your step. Yeah, you got all these plans and ways of organizing, structure, practicality. Okay, start the week asserting that shit. Start the week putting some fire into that shit. Be more expressive about what you got going on right now. All right, and making things happen for you. Okay, and you already have Mars energy. You already have Mars energy. All right, so with the moon being, and that's the thing. We got the sun in Scorpio, the moon in Aries. So right now, the sun, our actions and our awareness, the moon, our emotions, our reactions, they're both under Mars influences. Everybody got to be has to find ways to jump into an emotionally stable bag, because Mars is impulsive, Mars is on the go. So if we have all this Mars energy on a full moon week to start the week, yeah, emotions can be thrown all over the place right now. Yeah, we could be hella impatient right now. Yeah, we could be hella inconsiderate of others right now. That's Mars' middle goddamn name. Motherfucking-siderate. All right? Because it's just dialed in on what it wants to individually do. So we have to be careful of these energies right now to start the week. It's a very intense week. Watch out for celebrities this week. I'm expecting some very transformative news within somebody's relationship, because we got some alignments hitting with Venus in this energy too. And y'all got to understand, when we dealing with Mars and Scorpio energy, Scorpio and Aries energy, that energy don't support Venus-like energy. Venus deal with cooperating, connecting, relating, pairing, grouping. So right now is a strong individual drive. Everybody has a strong individual drive. You got to be careful that if you're dealing with a coworker, your partner, whoever you're dealing with, if you see how dialed in they're into something with their personal life, you got to be intuitive enough to know not to get in the way of that right now. Yeah, that's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. But if you see how dialed in they're into something right now, don't feel like you need to overstep your role in trying to do things to help them deal with it. Just see where you could be a support system. It's Scorpio season. People already dealing with heavy emotion and thoughts. Don't feel like you need to, you feel me, overstep any boundaries, trying to control or manipulate a situation for somebody else. Let people be in their own bag right now. I'm pretty sure y'all feel more comfortable being in your own bag right now these past 20 days, right? So you got to make sure that you're giving that same respect to other people's emotional well-beings, their mental well-beings as well around this time, all right? Because it's a full moon week. We don't need Mars exploding on people. We don't need to be exploding on loved ones to start the week. Just because we got some whole other shit going on with us right now. And, our friend, partner, loved one try to help us with something, and we just don't know how to receive properly at the moment. And there's a water season, so we should be able to receive, but more so receiving in a state of solitude, more so receiving in a state where you're not having so much things influencing you, and you could read your own goddamn self. All right? So, I love y'all guys. I love connecting with y'all. I love being in the flesh right now to even have the opportunity to do what I'm doing. But this past month, I didn't feel like I needed to explain why I'm behind the scenes or whatnot. Sometimes people just need their emotional reset. Sometimes you shouldn't feel pressured to explain that to other people at times. And those are some of the best relationships to me to have. Dating somebody or connecting with somebody or having loved ones that understand, like, yo, you just doing you in your own space. It might be a time I might just be doing me in my own space. Ain't no love lost. We came in this world by ourselves, so we're going to have our individual thoughts and feelings about things. We're going to have our individual phases too. So yeah, we're in Scorpio season, but we also have different moon phases within ourselves individually. All right, so that's actually a whole nother astrological breakdown. So just like how we go through spring, summer, fall, winter, we have them phases within ourselves. Now it's based off of our moon signs. So that's probably something really good to get into this week. So, somebody could be in their summer season, you could be in your fall season. Y'all not even on the same phases individually. So it's just giving, this is just making sure you have more consideration of where other people are at individually right now. That's really important. But really quick. So yeah, we got heavy Mars influence to start the week. Moon entered Aries today. So Libras, pep in your step, Libras. Pep in your step, Libras. Don't be asking your friends about what they think about this and that. You go do that shit, Libra, if you want to do that shit. All right? You go be an individual. You actually go have your friends and your loved ones look at you like, damn, they actually just did that shit on themselves. They ain't asked me about that shit. They ain't dragged nobody else along with that shit. You feel me, Libra? Okay? And it's heavy Mars energy. So Libra, right now, you could end up looking crazy trying to be overly cooperative, overly relatable. Everybody in their own individual bag right now. So if you're going to end up looking like the one that ain't never in their individual bag, if you're on the line with this Mars energy to start the week. Capricorn, you already know the vibes. Be more assertive. You have the idea, the structure, the plan. Be more assertive, okay? And learn to be more expressive. It's fire. Fire deal with expressive. Sometimes Capricorn, you have qualities to be a great leader, but you're not as expressive. When you see them Capricorns that are expressive, they know how to command others. They know how to teach others. So the other people that they're working with could become better employees, partners, team partners or whatnot. Those Capricorns is dangerous. Those Capricorns are the real bosses. They know how to step up to the plate and be the example to communicate and convey some shit. But then you got some Capricorns that they got the structure mentally, but they just want to put people in position to do things for them or whatnot. A little reserved, a little bit too lackadaisical at times, non-responsive, don't know how to respond to things. Don't know how to feel the situation out in the environment. So right now, Capricorn, y'all got to make sure y'all able to feel things out and follow your intuition when universe or God is calling you to be more expressive about something. All right. And then Cancers to start the week, got the moon in Aries. So Cancer, you know, it's y'all definitely deal with feeling. All right. And when we look at the Cancer energy is we dealing with moon energy. So it's reacting to how you feel. All right. So right now, to start the week, Cancer with the moon in Aries, we know that Aries Cancer energy clashes hard. All right. Now, I like to say these are two signs that have some of the most attraction in the zodiac from what I personally see. Them relationships don't be lasting a lot of times. They burn out quick. You know, they burn out a little too quick. Because Cancers get a little possessive with the way they want to do things when they start to like or love the Aries more. And then the Aries don't like that feeling of somebody dictating their actions. Aries, I told you, when you date Aries need to feel their personal space. They need to feel like the personal space they came into the relationship in is not heavily transformed while they in the relationship. So if you dating a Cancer, just know, you know, that aggression can grow when they start to become more emotionally connected. That's why Cancers don't even like, they can have a little similarity with Scorpio being a little reluctant to dive into connecting with somebody because they know they love hard, they go hard. They may not look at them being possessive in any type of way because they feel like, all right, if my partner need me to do something and I really honor them like I love them, I'm gonna jump on the opportunity to do it. So they don't really look at, you know, the things that they want in the relationship being extreme at all at times. Especially when they bring the balance of being hella nurturing, understanding, you know, giving you insight for certain things, giving you wisdom. Cancer is one of the smartest signs in the zodiac. It's one of the wisest signs in the zodiac. But to start the week, Cancer, listen, the difference between Cancer and Aries don't care as much as you do, Cancer. Aries don't care as much as you do. Cancer, you care too much about things. Sometimes it takes you a minute to get yourself out of the emotional rut or to feel comfortable doing something when it comes to something on your to-do list, a personal goal or whatnot. Now, when y'all get to work, when y'all get devoted on something, it's magical what y'all could manifest because y'all are Cancers. Y'all got moon energy. So anything y'all choose to emotionally connect to, nurture to, water, that shit start moving like this. But that's the thing. Getting some Cancers to actually get up and say, hey, I don't feel comfortable. I'm not in the best comfort zone doing this, that, and the third, but I got to get this shit done. That's an Aries mentality. Aries don't be caring how they feel about things if they got to get something done. Cancers, you got to adapt that mentality a bit to start the week, all right? And that's going to just put y'all in more of an alignment, all right? Especially in this week. Water signs, all my empaths out there, prepare to feel a lot this week. Prepare to feel a lot this week. So if we know it's going to be heavy influences of y'all feeling things, then y'all got to do y'all best to create an environment where, you know, you don't feel so unstable. You could keep the right mind, you know, with the things that you know you need to get done or whatnot for the week or the things that you're aspiring to do. So my cardinal signs, y'all on the hot seat to start the week. All right. Aries, y'all the example to start the week of how we need to be more, we need to push that go-getter button. All right. How we have to learn to make people respect our individuality this week. Okay? It's very important. So, you know, just make sure we jump into that frequency vibration, some type of shape or form. Now, tomorrow, Monday, early in the day, Venus is gonna square Chiron. You know, Chiron deals with errors, mistakes. Venus is how we love, connect, relate. So we may find ourselves, you know, feeling like unsatisfied when it comes to love. That's the perfect word. We may find ourselves feeling a bit unsatisfied when it comes to love, our relationships, the things that we like, not feeling like it's as accessible or not. And that Chiron energy is there to let us know, like, all right, when it comes to your relationship, when it comes to what you love or like, how does you connecting to it or overindulging into it can create a mistake? Or how can that create a situation where, you know, you manifest some type of error, or you judge something the wrong way, you misinterpret something the wrong way in your relationships. Learn to let things in your relationships flow. Learn to analyze, learn to be more solution based with your relationships right now. That's another influence Chiron is going to bring in with Venus. So to start the week, when we feel this influence, make sure when it comes to your relationships, to what you love, to things that make you feel comfortable, if they're not going in your favor, in your way, don't go overboard trying to fix these things. Venus is in Capricorn. Earth signs, they're construction workers. They think they can fix everything. Earth signs think they can fix everything. They got the solution, the practical solution for everything. So when we're looking at Venus that deal with feelings, you can't be so practical all the time when you're dealing with something that deal with love. Sometimes you got to learn how to feel an environment out, feel a situation out. So I tell a lot of certain signs, learn to let love flow. All right? The more you learn to let love flow, and the more that you're going to be able to read certain solutions, read certain directions to take in a relationship instead of trying to bogart your way in relationships. Okay? So Venus and Chiron, beware, remain conscious of feeling unsatisfied with love. All right? Feeling discontent with love. Feeling like the things that you like, love, people, places, or things is not going in your favor. It's all good. It is what it is. All right? That energy can find itself in a healthy place as long as you understand this is a temporary feeling. Okay? And try not to force anything dealing with relationships and what you love. The sun is also going to directly square Jupiter tomorrow. So, you know, when we deal with that energy, it could be hard dealing with focus. It could be hard dealing with rational thinking at times. We could be a little too philosophical, a little too spiritual, a little too up in the air, trusting intuition a little too much instead of trying to find the balance between our intuition and reality. And that's some of the hardest things to do at times. Some of us is highly intuitive based. Some of us is highly practical. And then there's positive and negatives in both. But when we got that Jupiter energy in the mix with the sun, all right, sometimes it's hard to see reality the right way. So be in the present, guys. You know, don't make no rush decisions to start the week with the sun squaring Jupiter, because Jupiter deal with wisdom. So a lot of times you got to allow yourself to process things, analyze and observe your past experiences to make a sound decision with something. That's being wise. All right. So with the sun squaring Jupiter, that's something we're going to have to learn to do to start the week. Okay. And it forces us to deal with optimism as well. So everything I just said with Venus squared Chiron, you know, us dealing with impatience with some of the things that we're personally invested in, our personal goals, our relationships. Yeah, at the same time, Jupiter's here to let us know, squaring the sun to start the week. Like, I don't give a fuck how negative and all that shit look, how transformative and turbulent certain situations in your life is. You better learn to see the positive side of things right now. You better understand this could all manifest into positive outcomes for you right now. You better be gaining wisdom from this personal circumstance instead of just complaining about what you're going through right now. Instead of just trying to vent to somebody about what you're going through. I hope you're actually, this is literally Jupiter. I hope you're actually in the present understanding why you're going through this. What's the lesson? Why I'm being taught this right now. Instead of just throwing your emotions everywhere. Instead of just finding an external energy to place blame on. So anything that you're going through that seems turbulent or intense to start the week, let that Jupiter influence sink in. Really look in the mirror and ask yourself, how did I attract this situation? What am I supposed to be learning? You feel me? And then you're going to find solutions to what you need to find solutions for. But sometimes it's as simple as us just having to stop, look in the mirror, and be able to have that conversation. You know, there'd be a whole lot going on in our lives sometimes that you think talking to yourself is something you could do all the time, but you'd be surprised how many people go a while not doing that. So that's what we got going on Monday. Then yeah, Venus square Chiron, feeling unsatisfied with love affairs, pleasures, entertainment, learning to be more solution based in our relationships. Tuesday, November 16th, Moon in Aries for the day is going to sextile Jupiter. So we go from the Sun squaring Jupiter to the Moon sextiling Jupiter. So we may not be able, we're being forced to see the optimistic, positive side or aspect to certain situations, or see a positive way to deal with it. That's something that we're going to have to, we got to work on doing. It's a square. So squares is forcing us to develop a solution. Now, when we have sextiles, this is a positive, harmonious alignment. So now the moon is sextiling Jupiter the next day. So the first day we having challenges trying to see things in a positive way, trying to force ourselves to be solution based. Now, when the moon sextiles Jupiter, now we're motivated to react in a positive way. All right, because the moon is in Aries, deal with passion, passionate reactions, right? Motivated reactions and intentions. And then we got Jupiter in Aquarius. So when it comes to, our experiences within the outside world, networking, connecting, which we're all going through all different type of new experiences, getting a whole bunch of wisdom with how we dealing with the external realm, social media, networking, business, putting ourselves in positions to connect with people we don't know. All right. Jupiter in Aquarius has been expanding that for us since the end of last year. So there's a lot of people that y'all done met through social media, that y'all done met through an event or a space that's nothing familiar to you. It's not a third house space. It's not your local environment, your neighborhood. It ain't really your 7th house space. It ain't, it ain't somebody you intimately dealing with or whatnot. You met this person in the 11th house. You feel me? In an Aquarius energy, somewhere out and about, somewhere in the gas station, somewhere in this event your friend brought you to, mutual friends of your colleagues or whatnot. So all of us is expanding our social circle in some type of shape or form. But when we got the moon sextile Jupiter to start the next day on Tuesday, this helps us to give us more access to connecting, to feeling more positive. May not be able to see the positive solution because the sun is squaring Jupiter. So there's friction there. But feeling optimistic, there you go. Feeling optimistic. That's something we all gonna have ease connecting to in some type of shape or form. So it's up to you. Because sometimes we like being mad. Sometimes we like being mad. Aries and Scorpios like being mad sometimes. Like, it is what it is. It's like, motherfucker, let me be mad tonight. Stop trying to tell me all positive shit to deal with my situations and shit. I just really want to go be mad, smoke my weed, listen to motherfucking Future, and I'll be alright when I wake up in the morning. I'll be alright. I'm always alright. I always get through shit individually, don't I? So let me be motherfucking mad and angry. The Aries be tired of Pisces, Libras, be tired of Pisces, Libras, Cancers, Leos. Aries be tired of these niggas with the positive, especially Leos too. Leos like picking on Aries at times. Like, Leos like picking on Aries when Aries is in their moods and shit. And that's when they start debating or arguing. And it's like nobody in the house could stop them. Like, that shit gonna stop when it stops. Ain't nobody, no Libra coming in and mediating that or nothing. Libra don't even want to deal with that shit. Pisces don't want to deal with that shit. Ain't nobody getting in the middle of that shit. But there's certain signs that Aries just don't be. Aries be in a bad mood, come home, don't want to talk to their Pisces mom about nothing. They Gemini sister is like, I'm going straight to my room because I just want to be in this. It's deep. It's a real psychological thing, because when we talk about Mars, it's dealing with transformation. And when we're looking at Aries energy and the Scorpio energy, they naturally looking at things that are painful to them, things that they're mad and angry about, and it's subconscious for them to be like, I'm about to use this fucking passion, I'm about to use this frustration and anger for a benefit in some type of shape or form. Whether I'm gonna use this shit to whip somebody's ass and make me feel better, whether I'm about to use this shit to put towards my personal passions. I ain't fuck with nobody for the rest of the month. Nobody better not call me, text me when I go to work. Niggas better not act all cool. I don't want nobody dapping me up. How you doing? That's when you got that super duper Mars charged up energy. That's when you got the Aries and Scorpio. It's like, don't let them rock. Let them rock. Let them rock. Because nothing you saying, they ain't back to reality until they get over whatever they going through with their emotions. All right? But hey, man, it's positive, negative to everything. Y'all know the vibes, but we got to call it how it is. You feel me? So yeah, y'all might want to leave Aries alone this week, all right? Pisces, Leos, leave them niggas alone. Because Leos, y'all play too much too. Y'all top 5 play too much in the zodiac. Y'all don't know when to stop playing sometimes. And then that's why y'all start fighting with Aries. That's why y'all start fighting with Capricorn. That's why y'all start fighting with your neighbor sign. Sometimes start fighting with Virgo. Motherfucking Leos who are fighting with Scorpio. You play too much, Leo. The time and place for the entertainment. The world is just a big old stage for the Leo. It's just it's a big old theater. So, but then when the Leo's sad about something, when the Leo depressed about something, now we all got to be sad and depressed because Leo's sad and depressed. Because the Leo mad, now you not comfortable if everybody in the room ain't mad about your shit. So Leos, y'all funny like that, man. Y'all be funny like that. I love Leos, though. I love y'all, man. So, So yeah, Moon and Aries sextile Jupiter on Tuesday. We're gonna be able to feel more. We're gonna be able to feel more positive, more optimistic. You know, we may just attract. Wisdom from somebody. May attract it because this is a positive alignment. So you may just attract that friend. You may just attract that sibling, that conversation that you need to give you the insight or the positive outlook for your situation. So whether you want to sit in your anger or not. You with Moon sextile Jupiter, it might, whether it's a YouTube video recommendation, a live you watch, something you hear in the streets, Moon sextile Jupiter is going to manifest something early in the week for you to have to feel more positive about certain situations in your life. And it's up to you to fight that feeling. Like, no, I don't want to be positive. I don't want to overcome this. I just want to be mad and angry. Like, sometimes it's so subconscious how we be conditioned and trained from young to be in certain feelings, to be in certain emotions. You feel me? Some of us done been through certain upbringings, childhoods, relationships where we had people that wanted us to feel negative about ourselves. We got trained and conditioned to think it was cool to not feel good of ourselves. To not, we thought it was bad to, you know, to be encouraged for something, inspired for something. So that can't go down this week, y'all. That can't go down this week. Don't let nobody steal your motherfucking sunshine. So that's Tuesday, Moon sextile Jupiter. I see cardinal signs when the Moon enters Aries and sextiles Jupiter. Leos and Sagittariuses, it may be an opportunity that you're waiting for that falls on your lap around this time on Tuesday this week. So shout out to my fire signs. The sun forms a sextile to Pluto. Okay, so right before we jump into a lunar eclipse that's dealing with heavy transformation, we got the sun forming a sextile to Pluto. Pluto deals with transformation and change, all right? Deep desires, temptations. So these are things that are going to be in our face to understand how to transform and change these things before that full moon peaks, all right? So people, places, things that need to be changed and transformed, it's going to get super highlighted and intensified by the time we get to Tuesday. And the sun starts touching Pluto, starts making contact with Pluto. Now, it's a sextile, so it's going to be positive, all right? So it's not going to probably fall into your lap in a real turbulent way, but you're going to gain an awareness about something that you may need to take action on to change. So you want to look at the houses that you have Scorpio in and the house that you have Capricorn in, because these are going to be the areas where things need to be changed and transformed for a minute, all right? Then we're going to have the moon moves into Taurus around 9 p.m. on Tuesday, okay? And then we're also, before the moon moves into Taurus, the moon is going to square Pluto. So then not only is the sun sextile in Pluto, so we're going to have what needs to be transformed and changed in our awareness, whether it's something we need to change outside of ourselves or within our motherfucking selves. But then late at night before the moon goes into Taurus, it's going to square Pluto. So now we're being forced to see how to deal with it. So we can't just look at it. Like, if we don't choose to react to it, that energy could build up in a way more uncomfortable way with the moon squaring Pluto, because now the moon deal with our emotions. So if the moon is being forced to change something or set an intention to change something, to transform something, aka Pluto in Capricorn, if we're not reacting to that in any type of way, putting any type of mental thought towards these things, developing any type of direction towards these things, you might wake up Wednesday morning feeling crazy for no reason, just in a bad mood. In a bad mood by default. All right? So Wednesday, moon is in Taurus. Thursday, moon is in Taurus. And then the moon, the full moon, lunar eclipse will peak at like 3:30 a.m. on Friday. All right? So it's a great time to get in your, your late night rituals or whatnot. It's the lunar eclipse. When we're looking at lunar eclipses is when the moon appears dark as it passes through the Earth's shadow. So we're not going to be able to see the moon for real. The moon's going to be hidden. When we look at solar eclipses, this is when we can't see the sun. So the moon represents the emotions or whatnot. So right now, during the lunar eclipse, we might be in situations where we might heavily project our emotions through our sun, through our actions. All right? So we can have intense actions just based off of how we feel in our emotions. Once again, full moons are when a lot of crazy shit goes down. Catastrophic moments, life crisis-like moments, heated arguments, heated fights or whatnot. So we want to prevent that shit, you feel me? We want to make sure we don't add fuel to any situations to make it chaotic, or we don't entertain anything that looks motherfucking chaotic. Person, place, or thing, environment, situation. Stay away from that shit if it looks a little too much during this time, okay? But it's Scorpio season. Scorpio season already emphasized transformation, and the lunar eclipse in Taurus is all about you understanding, all right, how to detach from certain people, places, and things to help you build some stability within yourself, to help you make yourself feel stable. We have to do whatever we got to do this week to be grounded and in the motherfucking present. It's a full moon in Taurus. The moon loves Taurus. The moon is exalted in Taurus. Taurus is all about resources, growth, self-esteem, patience, building, cooperating. So when the moon comes in here, you feel me? These are the natural things that we're influenced to react to. How to use our resources, what we're valuing, all right? Do we value the right people, places, and things? We just went through a whole 20-day cycle in Scorpio season. So you know if you have negative values right now. You know if you have a little bit too many demons in your closet under the bed. You know what your bad habits are, You easily see your light side and your dark side. And if you don't right now during Scorpio season, after all these transits, then you just really lacking some spiritual awareness. All right? Everybody right now should be able to look in the mirror and be like, all right, I ain't gonna lie. This 50% of myself right here is Gucci, but this 50% right here, this shit needs some motherfucking work right here. This 50% Boro be chilling. But this 50% boy right here is motherfucking retarded. And I need to figure out how to deal with this shit. With my dark side. Bad habits. Negative ways of thinking about things. How I don't utilize See, that's another thing about Taurus. And I'm going to wrap this up real quick, y'all. I got 2 minutes. IG's kicking me off, but this is pretty much the ending. With the Taurus full moon, Taurus is about resources. Taurus are some of the most resourceful individuals on this earth. Taurus rules Earth. So Taurus is out here that's playing around with their resources, playing around with the people that they know, playing around with the things they have access to. Y'all be manifesting some hard lives at times because universe already looking at y'all like, y'all got access to a lot. Y'all rule Earth. Y'all know how to build foundation, stability by default. So if you're going to be a Taurus, especially a Taurus moon, and you're not utilizing these things, you're going to manifest situations in your life to make you realize like, damn, like I got to start using the shit that I have. So that's the energy that's going to be very potent during the full moon in Taurus. We're going to have to sit in our spiritual space and see, do I utilize the gifts I already fucking have? I be complaining about my job and my career, Earth, how I gain stability and security, make money, finances, Taurus energy. But do I utilize my ability to sing, my ability to manage this? Have I utilized what I know information about creating the side business? Do I utilize my resources, my gifts, what I already have, what I do well? That's Taurus energy all day, every day, So you got them Tauruses that's hella motherfucking lazy, all right? And because they're so used to attracting resources for things, then you got them Tauruses that they work every motherfucking resource they got and they're just abundant. You touch them is abundance. They have something to give you. They have something to help you grow. All right, family? So I'm going to begin into lunar eclipse influences for all signs. I love y'all. I'm glad we got a chance to build and connect and chop it up. IG hating on the kid, but I'm out of here, family. I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow, man.